This is a massive rally in ChainGPT, up 35% in just the last 24 hours. And most people that bought ChainGPT, not directly on launch, but directly afterwards, they are now in profit. This is an all-time chart. So if you simply just dollar cost averaged in the last weeks, you are now up 2x. And this is especially interesting because there is still no altcoin rally happening. So the altcoins in aggregate, right? The measure total 3 that measures all of the altcoin market cap, that's actually underperforming Bitcoin. That's underperforming Ethereum. So having one altcoin that's relatively small in terms of market cap rallying that much against all odds is interesting. Now, people might say, okay, this went up 2x. Maybe it's over now, right? People need to take profit. This is a game of buying low and selling high. And obviously, we are now not very low. That being said, though, what I find interesting around ChainGPT is simply how small this is. Look at this. This is ChainGPT and this is the liquidity pools. So you buy this on the Binance Smart Chain. And the liquidity pools here in aggregate are pretty small. The largest one is 186K, another 182, 44, 65. Adding all of this up, it's maybe 500,000 maximum. And that's only both sides of the liquidity pools, right? So liquidity pool has on the one side the token and on the other side the stable coin. And when you've got a liquidity pool worth 186K, only half of that is the stable coin. So in this case, BUSD. So in this liquidity pool, there is less than 100K worth of stable coins. So there is really less than 250K worth of value locked up in ChainGPT. And this is interesting because it means when more people jump on this, that the potential upside is still pretty high. This is not a coin that has several millions of dollars in liquid market cap. This is a very, very tight value still, even after this 2x and even after everybody here is in profit. So I don't necessarily expect a lot of sell pressure. I rather expect the opposite because AI is still a thing. People are still searching for GPT-related content. And you always want to ride the wave in crypto, right? You always want to figure out where's currently the attention. And you want to go where the attention builds up. And one might argue, okay, you don't want to buy when things go up. But the trading volume also is not at all-time highs just yet. So the way I personally play this is I have bought some ChainGPT. It's not a massive bet, right? It's simply just a little bet on the side. But I have bought some and I simply just try to ride this wave. So I will look at how does this price increase actually influence attention? Will this generate more attention? Will more people talk about their wins? Will more people talk about all the AI behind the project? Not sure if fundamentally I would want to hold this over the next months, because especially for very new altcoins, you've got this circulating supply issue, right? You've got more and more tokens that are being printed in the future, and only 9% of total supply are currently circulating. So at some point, there will be 10 times more ChainGPT tokens than today. So over the long term, this is potentially a risky bet. I'm not getting into this in order to hold this for many weeks and months. I'm holding this for a short flip, hoping that more attention is built up by this price increase, and it doesn't need that much money to push this further up. Another way to illustrate this is simply here on 1inch, right? If you were to buy ChainGPT on 1inch, the way you do this is simply just copy paste this address here, right? You log in via your BNB chain and your MetaMask wallet. You then say you want to be trading ChainGPT. So you paste in that address. You click on this and then you swap whatever you've got in your MetaMask against ChainGPT. What I find interesting here is when you just enter, say, $50,000, you see how the ChainGPT price has a slippage of 13.6%. So if you just buy $1 worth of the token, you have barely any slippage, right? You only have the trading fees. But once you buy more of that token, 50,000, suddenly this moves by 13%. So what that means is, on average, when you deploy that much capital, the price shoots up by 26%, by roughly 2 times of that amount, 27%. Why is that? Because the first token you buy basically with zero slippage, only with the trading fees, right? Then you buy up more and more of that liquidity pool, and the more you buy from that liquidity pool, the higher the price gets. Now, when you deploy a lot of capital, you buy up a lot of these tokens when the price is already appreciated. So the very first dollar you deploy is basically zero slippage. The 50,000th dollar that you deploy has these 27% slippage, because the average that you get on that purchase is 13% worse, right? 30% worse than the current price. So once you deploy 50K, the price of ChainGPT goes up 27%. And this is why this is such a volatile asset. This is why this can go up 37% in a single day. This is simply just in aggregate $60,000, $70,000 flowing into this asset. So by no means, I think, is this already all the upside that we can see. Of course, this can also turn around, right? This is a very asymmetric bet. So in case this doesn't go up, then simply this will crash like any other hype coin, right? This can easily crash 30, 40, 50, 60%, very much possible. So if you bet a lot of money on this, then make sure you've got a proper stop loss that you sell whenever the momentum turns around. But if you just simply have a side bet, right, like I do, then you can stomach the volatility, see how this develops. And if it does go up, then probably it will not just go up by 10, 20%. This might easily double and triple again, simply because it is still a very, very tight value. And the sales pitch of this entire ecosystem is interesting. But as said, I'm not getting into this for the fundamentals. I'm getting into this because of the attention. Fundamentally, I'm always scared of high token inflation. You need to have 10x the audience in order to simply just have a stable price when all of this unlocked supply hits the market. But very short term, this can definitely be a nice move. That's why I'm in there. If you're looking for other alpha opportunities where you can potentially deploy more capital that are a bit less risky, feel free to check out the premium membership. That's down below. There's also an info video directly coming after this one. That's over here. Looking forward to seeing that video, and thanks for watching this one. Bye-bye.